Hi everyone, today I'm doing a video which I promised some time ago, my evening routine. My skin is still sensitive. I'm much better now with age. My skin got better. It was super sensitive when I was much younger. So maybe because of the products I'm using now are kinder, more expensive, luxury range, most of it. But I could have reactions to something which is not the best quality ingredients, so if that makes sense. But anyway, so I'm just going to put this on, put my hair up, and they do them so small. I mean, my head is not particularly big, but it's like, so I'm doing this not every day I do it. I'm just doing it for fashion today. But I often just use clips, and but today is that day. I'm gonna have that. Obviously, first is eye makeup removal. Things I use for eyes and for my face. Either Lancome, which I really like, but I do agree with comments that there are some things that are done by other brands, less expensive brands like Nivea, for example. I need to open the window. It's so warm here. It really is warm now, though it's not so warm outside. Some brands do really good ones. I like Lancome, but I equally like HYDRA Life DIOR, which is wonderful. And for particularly stubborn makeup, if I have more on my eyes than usual day, I wouldn't have eyeshadows, very rarely. But today I had a day full of conference calls with a lot of people, so I put something on, but more of a sort of a modest, I would hope, not so shouty. So anyway, I use today, I just did micellar water, didn't I? But yeah, I can do that. It's fine. They all work equally well. It's kind. I never had any reaction to micellar water. And initial introduction to that micellar water as a concept, it was Sally. Gosh, what's her surname? She does all the beauty reports, and she had a whole range. Who's curious, have a look in the bathroom with, and there was some celebrities, like she was Charlotte Tilbury as well, but Charlotte Tilbury talks for England, and I think they ended up doing actually 2 parts, which was quite interesting to see all the insights and all her thoughts of makeup. But anyway, so it was a brand which is French, BioDerma, French, and I used to bring it from Paris when I was on trips, etc. I used to bring it from pharmacies in Paris, bring it home in my luggage. But then Garnier came up with this. I think it's quite good formula, and now they're doing quite oily substance there, which is quite good. So you can see it's kind of, it takes things very quickly. Sometimes I use it when I'm really tired and I'm just absolutely knackered and I just need to go to bed. I use it for entire face. It's been like this all week, by the way. This week has been just crazy. I worked since last Monday, which was Monday the 7th, non-stop. Literally, I've just finished needed to do, but I'm still going to work till late Friday, and then Christmas break, hey? So, and there will be videos on my favorites and other stuff. So it's either Lancome, so it's eyes, Lancome, or micellar water. It's quite good size as well. Cleanser, I'm cleansing obviously the skin. I very much like that Lancome makeup removal lotion, which works so kindly. It's so beautiful. But my rule, and this rule is always the rule, unless I'm at home and I'm taking total break from makeup, like whole day no makeup, which doesn't happen often, but it does sometimes. Unless I do that, it's always double cleansing. Double cleansing is like absolute must be rule. So a lot of us put it on a cotton wool, but I've learned to do it properly because I'm seeing the benefit of using this and actually massage it around. And first of all, it massages face, which is quite nice. It kind of gets your blood circulating. It also gets rid of everything properly, and then you take it off with here you go, all my things, lips. You see? So that's the first cycle of cleansing. My second one, always that balm, ELEMIS balm, which I just love it so much. And it smells of roses. It's lovely. It's quite a big jar, and I think it's worth the money. Other brands, I tried Charlotte Tilbury. I wasn't too in love with it. What else did I try? I can't remember. There was another one. I still came back to ELEMIS. I think it's just perfect formula. It's a good size, and it does the job. You only need a little bit. You really do. So I'm just putting this on as well, and then I'll have to wash it. And I use my mitten, and the water I do hot, not hot to burn yourself, but not lukewarm. I believe that water needs to be just a bit hotter than just warm to be able to take everything off, because you want, though I do believe in cleansing, obviously cleansing qualities, I still want it to be properly done. But even now, when I've done with micellar water, there was quite a lot of makeup on my mitten. It's very soft, but it also makes it very thorough, this cleansing. And I'm doing it like twice a month now, peeling. I use that Ren, which is called like Glycol, Lactic acid. So it's Renewal wash. So you're supposed to put it on for about 10 minutes and then wash it off. It's very acidy. It's like aspirin. So I haven't done it actually for about a week now. Not last weekend, weekend before. So yeah, 10 days I've done it without it. I leave it for about 10 minutes and then I wash it off. So I will come back in 10 minutes. So you know the skin after this renewal wash, it's basically peeling which peels off chemically. So, but in normal circumstances, if I've done that, which I don't do every day, obviously I don't do it every week, even it's like every 2 weeks or 10 days, then I would use, otherwise I would use mask. A mask I also don't use every day. Of course I use it maybe once or twice a week, but I definitely use it once a week. So my favorite mask, I'll show you the ones I have. I very much like, okay, I've got 3 favorite masks. One which I love, absolutely just love it so much, is that by Terry. I talked about by Terry products for a while and it's been like a new rediscovery for me. I have used BALM. I talked about it forever when I did recent review of the palette. I used the products and I think skincare is just so, it's lovely. So I'm really impressed with that. I'm going to use it now and show you how it works. So also I quite like this clay mask by Lancome, which is brilliant. You know, nothing wrong with men using masks as well, looking after their skin. So my son is now trained. He doesn't do it very often, twice a month maybe, but he feels difference as well. And I said, look, it's perfectly normal for a man to look after your skin. You don't have to walk like Neanderthal. I often use Le Grand, that Dior Prestige mask, which is really good, very super nutritious night cream as a mask. Well, when I bought it, there isn't much sense in instructions actually, and then I called Dior helpline and they said yeah, you need to rinse it off in about 10-15 minutes. And then I still wasn't sure about it, so I asked again, because I need to get clear on the answers when I use something. And this woman said, no, you don't rinse it. The Dior consultant again. So she said, no, you don't rinse it. You leave it on, you put a thick layer, and it's very nutritious and it does your skin good. And then when I went to Dior, that's when shops were still open, and the girls in Dior told me as well, no, you don't rinse it, you put it on and you leave it on all night, and then you just, when I wash it off, it's like, it's so kind, the skin is so kind, it's beautiful. Anyway, so that is Le Grand mask, which smells, oh, it smells gorgeous, it smells like roses, like beautiful, beautiful. So I'm not gonna do it now, because this would be my last sort of step, because that goes for the night. Not like normal mask, but instead of a night cream. So what I use, I very much love this Terry by Terry. They were on sale. When they were on sale, I'm gonna get some more. It's like with this little pump, you only need couple of pumps, and you put it on, and it stays on for as long as it's needed, and you will know when to take it off. I'll show you in a minute. So it turns white, this mask. Once you put it on, you leave it, and it turns into like a little layer of snow, and it's so lovely. It does tickle a little bit. It's so pleasantly made, you know, it's so comfortable, it's so lovely. Smells of roses again. So you see what's happening. It's turning into little foam, and once it's formed and your face becomes all white, then it starts melting. You can see it's disappearing now. So the whole cycle doesn't take much, depends on how much you put on your skin, but it's just gonna go away, just gonna melt. So you can see it's disappearing slowly. It obviously depends on how much I put on the area. Here I don't think I put at all. When it disappears, I come back. Chicken, and you see it's kind of melting away, like snow in spring. Those who remember snowy winters know what I'm saying. So it's literally, it takes about 10 minutes in total. Today, and then sometimes I just sit like that for an hour even. Nothing wrong with this, but skin is becoming so lovely, nourished, and just nice. Then you rinse it off. Next step will be, if I don't do mask, I go straight to NuFACE. I use NuFACE, or if I do mask, then NuFACE happens afterwards. So NuFACE is like a separate chapter. It's like a book, and this is a separate chapter. I need to explain to you. I wasn't sure about it first. First of all, it's expensive. I bought it, and it's £167. There were some perks with it. That was that Cult Beauty, and they sent a massive bag of goodies. Remember, I did video about it. So NuFACE. So NuFACE is that device. Looks like a slug. It's interesting, with the two little things. It's charged. It has 3 settings. This is strongest. This is weakest, middle, strongest. Well, I'll switch it off now. That's lowest setting. That's what I do at the time. Before I do that, you have to have a gel which will conduct with these electric signals. So if you use without gel, it will be very unpleasant sensation, like tiny electric shock. You don't want that. They sell NuFACE. They sell this gel together with this. You probably can buy it separately, but I found another version. Basically, any gel for your face, like a gel, as long as it's like a gel consistency. I bought Aloe Vera Gel, the whole tub. It's quite heavy. I think 200 mils. I think it was about £6 or £7. I can't remember. I bought it on either eBay or Amazon. But anyway, I use NuFACE gel. I use one side at a time, so I put it here. They explain, there is a drawing which explains how to use it, and you need to use it on your forehead, which I haven't used it at all. I only do this part because I have upcoming challenges there, as you can see, which is to do with obviously weight, being overweight, but it also is a matter of age, right? So I've done one side. I'm going to, you know what, I'm going to take my earrings off just in case I get unpleasantness there. So that's my gel. My gel is here, and then all you do is putting it on whatever setting. I'm still okay with the lower setting, and you go like that, and it beeps. It seems to be beeping randomly, so when it beeps it tells you to move to the next level. So the scheme shows that sort of different level of muscles where you have to go through. Also there is a like a drawing showing the exercise, muscle exercise on your neck, but you really need to avoid the area where your thyroid is, so all this side muscles. So I'm not done yet with that, so I'm going to at the moment I'm just working on these sides. When I started using it, until I got used to it, the first day I used it, next morning my entire jaw was hurt so much. I thought as if I was like laughing whole week with no stop, and you know these muscles there, they ache. That's what I had. So I'm not going to do full range. Generally it takes me about 3 minutes, 1.5 minutes each side, something like that, and I don't go high too much. But one thing there, you need to remember that both of them need to touch the skin. So that's what happens if you do one. So I've done one side, and I just do, for completion, I do the other. Once I finished with this thing, with NuFACE, I take gel off. By the way, it doesn't say there in instructions to rinse it off. I think they just probably rely on people common sense, but it tells me that it needs to be rinsed. I don't like it on my skin. And this is when I used water last time. Then it's a towel, serum, cream. Oh, such a good feeling. And it does tone the muscles, you know, it just makes it a bit like it's been exercised. So I don't know how much it's actually going to reflect on my appearance, but I think it's like any exercise. If you use it regularly, then you will have result, I suppose. Serums. When I was doing my Russian video, I was using Genifique, Lancome Genifique serum, which was in a tester, which was in a present from Lancome. I bought something and there was a gift with a bag with all the stuff, and I quite liked it. I still have DIOR. I've got extra spare one DIOR which I'm gonna use later, but I was just so impressed with this. I saw visible difference in my face. Improved the formula. I've just finished that little tester which lasts me good 3 weeks, I think, probably. I bought a bigger size. The larger size you buy, the better price wise it gets for the per milliliter. Genifique, which is this is a renewed formula. They don't sell old formula anymore, I believe. They just replaced it. When I've done that and I cleaned everything and I've done my NuFACE, I'm doing serums. I quite like using hyaluronic acid as well. I don't think it's it's such a mess. I don't think it actually hurts, but I also like, if I use serum, which I use most of the time anyway. It's in pipette, like stupid. It's in the thingy, not like in a pump. The other one was in the pump. Ah no, it was a pipette as well. So yeah, you only need what, a couple of drops. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I really like it. I like DIOR Renew Potent. It's also very good, but I think they're both worth the money. This one is slightly cheaper, I think. No, actually it isn't. No, it isn't. Anyway, so serum, and it stays on, and any excess goes on my hands. Yeah. And then here I've got the night routine. I use hyaluronic acid, which is it's got B5 in it, so that contains all the water and moisture in the skin. I don't think there is any harm in that. And to be honest, I really need to spend, I need to have like at least half an hour to do the whole thing every evening. Not every evening I do full routine. There are some days when I'm absolutely shattered and I do double cleansing. I still do double cleansing. And then I have serum. I don't do mask, I haven't got time. And some days I even skip NuFACE, which I shouldn't really, but it's like exercise. And it's just serum. Hyaluronic acid, serum and cream are absolutely, will be my absolutely must. I forgot to mention, I quite like using that after cleansing skin. It just makes skin look so nice and feel nice. It's a lovely texture. It's like a skimmed milk, very much. Beautiful smell. So that's probably only Chanel I have of all skincare stuff. Which is great stuff. After hyaluronic acid and serum, eye cream. I finished my by Terry eye cream, which I absolutely loved. I ordered some Korean stuff. I will put the name down in the description box, but I don't. Claire or something. Claire. Yeah, Claire with a K. Claire. Don't know if you can see that. Which I tried. I haven't tried it long enough to make any judgment or any assessment of that. So that's fine. I also quite like this Aveni, which is quite clever cream. It's really kind. I never ever have a problem with this. I know it's very good brand. I use it in the morning. I use it in the evening. So I'm not going to do it now because I'm going to use something else. And I absolutely love that Dior. This is actually like a serum, but it's quite rich serum. It's almost like a cream. And the way it's a prestige range, I love it. I absolutely love it. It's got metallic and another cream I bought, I'll show you as well. Metallic thingy. It's like a shower head, isn't it? It looks like. And you squeeze one and it comes out. Just show you like this. Can't see very well actually. Oh, that's it. It's one little drop. And I massage it. Another drop up. Another drop there. And I massage the same. I used Prestige eye cream, Dior Prestige eye cream. To be honest, I haven't seen any dramatic difference, but I don't think we should expect some. They're good creams, they maintain moisture, they reduce some appearance of some wrinkles, but they will not make dramatic effects, like dramatic change and make you look like 20 years younger all of a sudden. It's not going to happen. Another eye cream I bought, which I quite like, Dr. Obsessed. So it also has metallic, like a little metallic arm, metallic little knob, which I quite like. It's good texture. It's very cheap. I can't remember. I think I bought it on Amazon actually, but I quite like the texture. It's so cold. This is so cold. Lovely. Any time of the year, any temperature. So yeah, that's what I mean. It doesn't hurt to put one on top of another, but it's still. So that's what I have at the moment, and 4 is enough. And that's it. Now it's time for night cream. If I don't use Dior Prestige as a mask to overlay, I wouldn't use mask on the top of the whole this routine I just showed you. And in fact, this Ren peeling, if I use it, normally I wouldn't use a mask. It's one or another because it's just too much for the skin, and I can feel like my skin has been dealt with. I can feel it. It's not burning, but it's been worked on. I can feel that. And Dior cream is the one I'm using currently. I also bought a new. This is enough for another month maybe. Yeah. And I bought Lancome Absolute, which is 75 mils, a quite large jar. It's the same like prestige range for Dior. Absolute is almost like prestige range for Lancome. So I'm gonna try it. Lancome always been kind to my skin. I never have problem with that. I quite like it. So I'm gonna use that, and I reckon it's gonna last me probably, I don't know, a long time because it's 75 mils. This is only 50 or 60. That normally lasts me about 6 months, so probably 8 months I'll get out of Lancome, and then we see what happens by by the end of summer. I should have it by the until end of summer. Anyway, so I'm gonna use this now because I've got tiny bit left. Probably will still be maybe 3 weeks, and that's it really. I don't need to show you how to put cream on, but I feel with this Dior I always feel quite, you know, pampered. That's a word. That's a word. My cream is there, and this is the rest of it, and on my neck. And the only thing I didn't show you, which I could, but I didn't take a risk, is when I cleanse, I'm not wearing anything apart from bra, and a lot of more cleansing going on around here, and or in my little bathrobe, little dressing gown, it's open, so whole thing as well as masks go on here, and cleansing goes here, lotions go here, and creams as well. So up to from here up to here, pretty much. So I'm not showing it now. I'm not so brave, but could have been. Anyway, so this is my evening routine. I will put all the items I've used in the description box. If you have any questions, please ask. It's time to take this. It always messes up with the hairstyle. So yeah, if you have any questions, please ask. I'll be happy to answer. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this little break. There will be more videos on my favorites. A lot of new things this year. Have a good evening, and I see you soon. Bye.